Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to the Fantasy Forecast results for Wednesday, February 24th, 2016. Really fast again, the channel name was changed today to Fantasy Forecast, and the contest winner will be decided tomorrow morning between 7 and 8 a.m. Pacific Time. That's between 10 and 11 to you East Coasters, so look for the tweet then. I have a $20 gift card for whoever tweets the required picture and replied on my tweet first. That's all you have to do to win, and thank you guys so much for subscribing. I'm really surprised at how fast we're growing, so don't worry if you miss out and you're too late on it or something like that, because I have a new contest starting when we get to 50 subscribers, which we'll probably be at in just a few days. Okay, on to today's optimal lineups. We'll start with my own. My recommended cash lineup scored a 294.8. I rounded 295, which was enough to cash in all 50-50s and double ups comfortably. Kevin Love was the only non-performer in the group as everyone else hit or exceeded value. Note this lineup does have J.J. Redick instead of Levine. This was a last-minute tweet based on news that he was losing the starting job tonight and he was going to come off the bench. If you follow me on Twitter, you had this change ready to go. I tweeted it out 10 minutes before the game started saying swap him. Anyways, so 295, pretty darn good. Paid out in cash, just what like we want. All right, on to the other lineups. Let's go into these and go on to Roto Grinders first. Roto Grinders here gave us a... Oh, I'm going a little too far here. Give me a second. I'm so sorry about this, guys. Here it is, a 290. All right, and the Roto Grinders. There you go. Westbrook, Conley. It was all right. I don't know. I don't like Portis at 9 points, and I don't like Barnes at 19. I mean, you need the 20s in everybody. I mean, it was a good entry, but it wasn't good enough. So that's just kind of where that stands. All right, so moving on. Let's get out of those settled entries. That was mine at the top. And then on to here. RotoWire. RotoWire gave us a 293 last night. Jackson, Dragic, actually it was pretty well balanced all the way around. I really can't find much to complain about there, and it would have scored. I mean, in a 50-50 or a double up, they did well there. Okay, on to Fantasy Pros. Fantasy Pros. Actually, sorry, this is Daily Fantasy Cafe. Daily Fantasy Cafe gave us a 275 with Westbrook and Paul at the top. Really, they got hurt with Affalo at the 12, and Portis killed everyone tonight. It was just really not pretty for them anywhere around. Fantasy Pros got a 267. Let's go to their lineup. Actually, it must have scored just a touch higher. Let's see here. Fantasy Pros was, yeah. Oh, it's actually this one, Conley and Rose. They did a little bit better. They did 289. And they got really killed with that goose egg there with Rose. Conley, you did great on the whole lineup, guys, but you had to get a goose egg and you're not going to go anywhere. So out of all of us computer optimal lineups, I actually did the best out of mine, but only by a couple points, guys. I'll go back to the entries again real fast. Let's go back to settled. Let's see. And this was my winning entry for last night again, guys. And you can verify it, of course. We had Westbrook with 50, Conley with 43. I knew he was going to do well against the Lakers. Redick with 25 was a great substitution at the last minute for Levine. He gave 5 times value. Moore paid value at 4,500. Harris did off the wall. I told you guys he was a lock. Barnes did great against the Lakers. Love was a bit of a disappointment. Anything there, and heck, it could have won a GPP pretty well. Zebo did good. I mean, it was just value, to be quite honest. But, I mean, Zebo gave us the 30 we wanted for sure. He just didn't give us the upside of 40. And Drummond at 34 is just fine. And he paid value. He didn't give us the 40 we wanted, but paying value is just fine. It gets you cash. Real fast, I'm going to adjust this camera. I'll show you that it was number 16 in a $5 50-50 league. And the balance on today after starting, not bad at $23.60. All right, guys, that was today's FanDuel lineup results for your fantasy forecast. I will have new picks for you guys tomorrow morning. Go ahead and watch for that video and watch for the tweet most definitely between 7 and 8 Pacific and between 10 and 11 Eastern Time for a $20 gift card. Thanks again so much for watching. I'm so glad to have all your guys' support. I hope you won some money again tonight. Please feel free to direct message me on Twitter at MikeMiller78 for any last-minute lineup advice, any player advice you guys want, and follow there definitely for the last-minute tweet updates like the Reddit shot change that I ran on this lineup. All right, guys, have a good night.